Okay, so today we are eating gluten-free Bob's Red Mill muffin mix. So gluten-free, it's happening more and more these days that people are having to go gluten-free. Can't have gluten this, can't have gluten that. I actually eat gluten-free chips, and I get these mixes because I do not have to be gluten-free. I have to be reduced gluten, and these are so good. So you just take this packet and pour it into your mixing bowl or whatever you're using to mix up your muffins. Now you can get this if you're in Pennsylvania, in the Schaeferstown, Watertown area. You can get these at Dutchway in the gluten-free aisle. If you're not in this area, I would say look online or ask your grocery store if they have it. Hello, who was watching. Okay. And the recipe for the muffins, right on the back. So easy, so simple. So now, I gotta get my oil. I had it in my hands to bring it into this room. Okay. Now, they want a half a cup of oil. You're going to use these in just a second. They're in my measuring cup. So I need to move them because I need to use the measuring cup. So, half a cup of oil. So I am not going to show you the finished product on this live. That will be a separate video on my channel that I will be doing, and I will put on that channel a little, on that video, I will put a little comment saying watch the live video first. And now a cup of milk. This is just almond breeze milk because cow's milk and me don't get along. I get sick on cow's milk. But if you guys are fine with cow's milk, like if you don't have any milk allergies in your house, then you can just use regular cow's milk. You can use whatever milk you want. I'm using the vanilla flavored almond breeze, but you can use whatever milk you want. Just because gluten-free does not mean you have to use special ingredients that you've never heard of before. Now, even when it says eggs lightly beaten, I put them in whole and it works out because they're going to get lightly beaten when I mix up the batter. Now, I am out of baby wipes, so I'm just using paper towels today. Good thing I took my trash out. Add-ins optional. I am using, the healthy part comes in, I am using Lily's Less Sugar Sweet Life Milk Chocolate Style Baking Chips. No sugar added, stevia sweetened, 32% cocoa. These are healthy chocolate chips. So, because it's where the healthy part comes in, that I said in the comments, when a healthy muffin actually tastes good. These taste amazing. So now I am going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. And now I have my spoon, and we are just going to mix everything together. Get it all well and incorporated. You can use an electric mixer, or if you have those KitchenAid mixers, the stand up mixers, you can use that. I have one of those. I don't use it much. But if you have an electric mixer or you have one of those hand crank mixers, you can use that. I have one of those. I have used it in the past. Or you can use your stand mixer. Reach far enough that I can show you. Right there is my KitchenAid mixer. That was actually a wedding present from my mother. Actually, I think I got it before I got married. So that is a present from her. I just don't use it much. I do want to say this is probably my favorite tool for cookies and muffins. It looks like a little ice cream scoop. It's actually for cookies and muffins. It is actually supposed to be really good, and it has helped a lot. You can use whatever size muffin tin you want to. I'm using my smaller muffin tin. Now, you don't have to, but I recommend using the cupcake liners. I actually was able to find tiny ones at a health food store here in Myerstown called Mass. If you're in the Myerstown, Lebanon area, Mass in Myerstown is amazing. They have these cute little muffin papers, these little ones for mini muffin tins, so that's what I use. I do get my bigger cupcake liners there too. But if you are, they just have plain ones. They don't have like the fun designs and the fun colors. At one time, I actually had gold colored ones, and for my birthday party last year, I had like funky blue and purple colored ones with like swirls. I think the one has zigzags. So you're just going to take this into your bowl where your mixture is. Just, dip it in, scoop up some batter, and then just plop that into your muffin. I wouldn't fill this if you're doing small muffins because it will overflow. I just overflowed one of the muffin tins already. You don't have to use paper in your muffin tin for muffins. I prefer to do it. They're a lot easier to get out then. Because I'm going to have to do this 2 to 3 times over probably to get all of the muffins made. The reason I'm doing this recipe is my dad gave me some grapes, and I had to take one of his containers, and there is a Pennsylvania Dutch. I am part Pennsylvania Dutch on my dad's side. My grandparents can speak the language actually fluently. They had to go to school to learn English. So I had 2 sets of great-grandparents on my dad's side who could speak the language fluently. When me and my cousins were younger, when our grandparents and great-grandparents got together and they were speaking that what we called funny language, we used to always think they were talking about us at that point and didn't want us to hear what they were saying about us. That's what we thought. So while we wait for the oven to heat, I just want to tell you. So, when you give a dish that you've had, like not a food dish, like when you have a dish of somebody else's, the Pennsylvania Dutch culture states that you do not give that dish back to that person empty. You give them, you make something and you put that in the dish. So the grapes are actually still in the dish. I'm going to transfer them to a different dish, wash up that dish, and then put some of these muffins in that dish to give back to my dad, because Pennsylvania culture states that you don't give the dish back empty. You put something in it when you get it back. Both of them baked. So I'm cooking off now, and I'll film when they come out of the oven me taste testing.